Is this a dagger which I see before me? Okay, this is probably one of the most famous images of the play. You'll have seen it in films. If your teacher's anything like me, they'd have probably attached a dagger and a piece of string to the projector or something and started shouting at it. It's a really super famous thing. So let's zoom in on this and see what really it's all about. Well, firstly, Macbeth is looking at what he thinks is a real dagger. I don't think it's floating straight away, in my personal opinion, although it is usually in films and plays and stuff like that when you see it produced. But I think it might be on a table or something, because he really goes to touch it. He thinks it's just a dagger that's lying there. Then he realises he can't touch it. He can see it, but he can't touch it. We'll talk about why it's only one sense that he can sense it with in a minute. But he can see it, but can't touch it. Don't forget that he is on his way at this point to murder Duncan. So he's walking his way through the castle to Duncan's bedroom, his bedchamber, and he's going to murder him. And he sees this dagger. So why a dagger? Well, the dagger is a symbol of guilt, isn't it? And intended murder. It's an assassin's tool, not a soldier's as well. So, you know, Macbeth is used to killing people out in the open, honestly, with a sword in a fair fight. A dagger is something you might, stab someone in the back or stab someone when they're asleep, like he does here. It's not a fair fight. It's dishonest. It's dishonourable. That's not what Macbeth used to be about until this point. So it's a real symbol of not just murder, but a symbol of a dishonest murder. And that's what, obviously, a real difference to the hero in battle that we see at the start. There's also a theory really around here that it's a phallic symbol, basically a symbol of a penis. I won't talk about that too much in this video, though I'll probably write an article on it or something and put it on the website. But it's this idea that kind of Macbeth had feelings for King Duncan, and this is what it's all about. And that links in with a quote there about Tarquin's ravishing strides. Again, this is a really complicated theory around this. So I won't do it in this video, which is only just a couple of minutes long, but it's certainly something that you can find out on the website more about if you're interested in that. So is this a dagger which I see before me? As I've mentioned already, Macbeth can see the dagger, but his other senses don't recognise it. And this really shows his confused and conflicted state of mind. He's on his way to murder Duncan. He will do it, but it doesn't stop him having all those nervous doubts all the way through that we've seen before. And again, in the context box, we can see why that is and why the act of regicide, the act of killing a king, is just so dishonourable in Jacobean society in the context box there at the bottom.